Hey everyone, welcome to 5 Minute Fridays, where we take 5 minutes to close out our week in the Word of God. Today we're going to take a look at 1 John chapter 2, verses 7 and 8. Dear friends, I am not writing you a new command, but an old one, which you have had since the beginning. This old command is the message you have heard. Yet I am writing you a new command. Its truth is seen in him and in you, because the darkness is passing and the true light is already shining. And so if you're someone who follows along with our 5 Minute Fridays, you know that for the last few months when I've been up, I've been walking through 1 John with y'all. And to be honest, I was thinking about going a little further in today's. But in our current situation, I'm in my garage, not in our prayer chapel today. Many Oregonians are dealing with the same situation I am. And as I was reading this, it hit me, let's pause here, because we get to draw attention to something that I think a lot of us are going through right now. But the point of this, what I wanted to dive into, the little tension that's created, is this idea of an old command versus a new command. John says, I'm not writing you a new command, but the old one. And then says, but I am writing you a new command, because you who were in darkness have been brought into the light. And so let's talk about what these commands are. First off, we have the old command. And they have had that since the beginning, which kind of refers back to the Old Testament at the beginning, but more so refers to what Jesus gave to us. If you remember, there was a time where Jesus was questioned, what is the greatest commandment? And what did he say? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. Which, if you think about it, Jesus also said, anything you do for the least of these, you've done for me. By loving others, we are in fact also loving God. And so no matter what it is, the old command is this: love God and love others. But then he talks about this new command. And like I said, he goes into a little more detail later on, but I'm just going to give it to you here. This new command that we're being given is, although we are called to love God and love others, there will be situations and opportunities to love God and love others, more so others, in ways we haven't had to before. And that brings us back to the current situation us Oregonians find ourselves in, especially in Portland. We, as a family here, have been in this house. We did get to go out shopping on Monday because it was clear enough there, but we have essentially been together since last week, Friday. And we love each other. I love my girls. They love me. It's great. But as time has gone on, as it does for anyone who's kind of stuck in a small group for a super long time, little things start to maybe irk you that didn't irk you before. Little things start to annoy you that you get to choose. Either allow this to annoy me and get frustrated, get short, maybe get a little choppy with people, or love them through it. And there's the new opportunity to engage in this new command, to love others in a way you maybe haven't had to before. And so that's what we've gotten to practice in our house, and what I would encourage you to be practicing too, because, being stuck together, maybe you're going a little stir crazy. Maybe you're getting a little frustrated with that thing that you used to think was cute that your spouse does, and now you're realizing it's the most annoying thing you've ever seen in your life. Who knows how that's going, but it's an opportunity to love each other in a way we maybe haven't had to before. And what that enables us to do is really two things. Number one, it helps us to grow in understanding that some people need a different kind of love than others. But number two, it allows us to remember just how difficult we may be to love, whether it be other people loving us or even God. And yet, how does God respond to us in our silliness, in our frustrating ways, in our dumb habits or dumb temptations we continue to get sucked into? He continues to love us through it, and the way he showed that to us is through Christ's death and resurrection. We, who probably are pretty tough to love ourselves, are the ones God continues to show love to in a multitude of ways. And what he has called us to do is to do that for those people around us as well. And so this isn't a text that's meant to talk to us who are stuck in our homes because of the ice. This is a text that's meant to talk to us who have been brought out of darkness into the marvelous light of Christ. And so I challenge you today to be thinking about, who is someone God has placed in your life? Someone who God has put before you that maybe has been a little tougher to love. Maybe been a little tougher to enjoy, a little tougher to be the love of Christ to. And I challenge you to ask God to help you to love them, to find out how to better love them, to show them the light that Christ has placed inside of you, so that they too can maybe experience it for the first time or be brought closer to God through the love that you're showing them. And through it all, through loving each other, our brothers, our sisters, those who maybe we find just a little bit annoying, we are also following that old command to love God with our heart, our soul, our strength, and our mind.